Hey guys, it's Stacy, and this video, as you may have guessed from the title, is going to be about partying, university, college, freshman, yeah. So, this video is not off to a good start. I'm from Russia in case, and I'm repeating this for like 100th time, but if you're new to this channel or if you're just like randomly find my video, there you go. I am an international student at the University of Oregon, and today is February 16th, so I have been here for quite a while now, so since September, so it's been about like a little bit less than 5 months, and so I've already experienced this whole dorm life. I live by myself, by the way, which I'll talk about that later. I have been wanting to make this video, just kind of talk about freshmen. I just thought that partying is such a big part of college that I should have like a whole different video dedicated to that. So if you're like a high school student or whatever and you're about to go to college and you're like, whoa, I'm gonna party, this is gonna be so awesome. I don't want to like ruin your hopes and dreams or whatever, but yeah, because it depends on like what kind of school you go to. Oregon is kind of a party school. I mean, a lot of people kind of label it as that. Like all the UCs, Big Ten schools, all of those have big parties and whatever. One thing though with partying, you consume alcohol and you're basically poisoning your body. Essentially, after you wake up, you're gonna feel shitty, and I mean, duh, like that's what you see in all the movies, right? Also, you can get crazy and do stuff that you didn't really want to do or wouldn't do if you were sober. Not necessarily trying to tell you that, oh, don't do this, don't go to parties, like sit at home and be boring, or like me. It's kind of funny because I did go to parties, just didn't like them. Like, am I the only person like this, like who just doesn't like parties? So this is not an advice video of any sort. There will be some advice maybe on drinking because duh, I'm from Russia and I know what I'm talking about. I just kind of wanted to give my opinion on freshmen and drinking and partying and all that. Like I said, I live in the dorm. When I applied for housing, you can check what kind of hall you want. So there's quiet hall, there's collegiate hall, and there's wellness hall. So wellness hall is just like, yeah, all athletes, active lifestyle, hiking, sports, like no substances, or well, maybe, I mean, it's college, like everyone does that. So I live in a collegiate hall because I thought, yeah, college, like fun, let's be friends. Yeah, so I checked collegiate hall, so I live in one of those, which probably was not a good idea. And there is quiet hall, which it's like super shy people and it's just quiet, I guess. I've never been to a quiet hall. Anyways, I would love a combination of quiet hall and collegiate hall because the collegiateness here gets a little bit intense for me. I live by myself, like I said. I lived with a roommate before, but she moved out, not because of a conflict or anything, like it was totally chill. She had a best friend. That best friend of hers had a roommate, which was just a horrible roommate, so she wanted to move out from her like as soon as possible. When the opportunity kind of came up, she needed a new roommate, and so my roommate thought like, hey, she's my best friend, I'll just move with her. So yeah, and I was like, yeah, whatever, like I don't care. Because a lot of people have been asking me like, what happened to your roommate? I'm like, yeah, she just moved out, like it's not a big deal. I honestly enjoy living by myself because this roommate is extremely small. Super small. Having 2 people in here would be just ridiculous. I'm enjoying my freedom right now. Maybe in spring break I'll get a new roommate, maybe not. I live in an old girl's floor, but the thing is, I don't really like anyone on my floor. And this is kind of weird because usually you see like all those college advice videos and like, when you move into your dorm, you should leave your door open and talk to people and be friendly and like offer them treats, or I don't know. Yeah, visit other people's dorms. Like, I've done that when my roommate was here. We kind of talked to people. It just wasn't working out necessarily because I feel like those people have different values and different, it's just views generally. Most of these girls are sorority girls, and I'm not stereotyping or anything, but what I'm hearing, because these walls are really thin, so I can hear what they're saying. They probably can hear what I'm saying right now. I mean, they're yelling most of the time. I don't know why. Just people can't speak calmly. Like, they just have to yell words. Like, chill. Guys, we're in the West Coast. You have to relax. Like, these are girls are all from California, so I guess that explains. Not stereotyping Californians again. So what I'm seeing that these people are not necessarily nice because I hear them being very judgmental, and I hate when people are judgmental. All they want to do is basically like have sex, and some of the girls want to hang out with like sugar daddies, and it's just wrong, okay? I'm judging. Then also dating guys and like finding some new frat guys to hang out with, and it's like such a big goal for them. Maybe I'm just different, maybe I'm more mature, or maybe I'm more immature, like whatever, you guys judge, but I feel like these are such shallow goals. Like there's so much more to do at the university or on campus. Drinking and partying is such a big part of their lives. It's just they can't stop talking about like going to a party, and they literally go to parties from Wednesday till Saturday. So I just think, like, when do you guys study? Yeah, and so also, of course, all the sex noises, I can also hear that. That has been my life basically in here. So I don't really hang out in my dorm as much. Most of my friends are seniors and juniors because I just find it so much easier to talk to them. I don't want to say that I can't stand freshmen. A big part of my friends are freshmen because I'm taking freshman classes, and they're nice people, but it's just these girls, I don't know what's wrong with them, but I can't make friends with them, and I don't think they really like me either. We don't really talk. I'm fine with it though. Like I'm laid back and chill. Like I don't need to yell and be like super excited about what I'm doing. As I said, the goals, like what are you doing in college? Is college such a big part of your life? Or it's fun to go and party, like all those movies that you may have seen about college, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna go party. I mean, it's fun. I've been to quite a few parties, both frat parties and house parties. Here in America, I'm just not feeling it, okay? And we have this thing called one-on-one with our RAs. So sometimes they do group one-on-ones. So basically our RAs, or resident assistants, they ask us questions about like how our things are going, like if we have joined any clubs or associations on campus. And so one time I had a group one-on-one with some of the girls from my floor. And so there are like about 6 of us, and so they're just asking like, okay, so what have you done so far? And I just said, well, I'm a videographer for the Daily Emerald. I'm also a member of the street team. I help people with autism in this special organization that I also do photographs for, and that I'm also part of the leadership team at the pit crew. Pit crew is the student section, and we do all kinds of things for all the duck games. Also go into all my classes, and then I make my YouTube videos for my YouTube channel. Sometimes I do my Skype lessons. So yeah, I'm doing quite a few things. And then the other girls were just like, we keep our grades up. The time before that, I just kind of felt isolated because all those people like went to parties. I just didn't want to go because it's cold. I'd rather be drinking hot chocolate and watching Disney movies in my bed, because that's just so much more comfortable than wearing some like short skirt, walking outside. If it's uncomfortable, I'm not gonna do it. So before this one-on-one, I just kind of thought that, oh, those girls are having so much fun, they're meeting friends. But then after I heard their responses, and all of them were, we keep our grades up, and we go to our classes, we like do homework, I thought, burn, you're all losers. Like, you guys, this is freshman year. This is the time to establish connections. I'm sorry about calling them losers. Like, I try to be this like nice person who's not calling anyone any names and not judging anyone. You can do it, Stacy. After that, I just felt so great about myself, because, you know, freshman year is the time to meet new people that will be helpful for your growth as a professional in whatever you're studying. So I'm a journalism major. I'm really interested in this photography, videography, so that's what I'm doing with my spare time. There's so many opportunities on campus for all kinds of things, for all majors. There are a ton of clubs, and you can just find so many friends there. They're gonna remember you as a nice, educated person who comes to club meetings, other than this like drunk sorority girl that was like dancing with her like pants off or whatever. Again, I'm not shaming anyone. Partying is fun. Last week I did go partying. It was fun. I sound like a grandma. As for drinking, I'm like the person to ask. Maybe it's the way America is, but you know, when you go to high school, when you kind of live with your parents, you don't necessarily go like partying and drinking as much, and then you suddenly move to college, your parents are miles away and you can just do whatever you want. It's like, yeah, freedom. I'm seeing all these people just getting wasted. It's so funny, and have like zero tolerance for alcohol. They're new at this. But if you know that you're new, like, why you're getting so wasted, like, how is that making sense? Like, that's so logical, right? Okay, I promise this was not gonna be an advice video, but I'm just gonna give one advice. And a lot of people are gonna correct me, but this is the right way, okay? What I've been hearing people say is, beer before liquor, you've never been sicker. Liquor before beer, you're in the clear. Okay, I got this. Yeah, so when I heard this for the first time, I was like, you guys are so dumb. Like, this is the stupidest thing ever, because this is not the right way. Your body can't handle, I mean, it can't. In the morning, you're gonna feel really bad. So you have to start off, you have to look at the label on your alcoholic drink, if like what kind of percentage of alcohol it has. So if it's like beer, it's about like 6% or like 5. You start with that because this is a low percentage. Then you go up, like wine or something, wine it's like 12. I'm clearly Russian, right? I know all this stuff. Then you go to like whatever else you have. So eventually you have to end up with vodka because vodka is like the highest, it's about like 42%, or unless you go to like a ridiculous whatever. I don't know, is there something higher? We have something called samagon in Russian, it's like 60%. I mean, it's Russia, so when I told Americans that, they're like, no. They were arguing, this is wrong, you're wrong. We're supposed to drink shots first and then finish it off with beer. No, because your body cannot do this. Like, it's better for it to go gradually up the scale, but if you start off with 40% and then you drop down to 6, your brain is gonna be like, what the hell are you doing? And trust me, I know from my experience. I gotta tell you guys, because I've been doing this scale thing basically like ever since I started drinking, which because I'm from Russia was a while ago, I know, like, I've never actually been hungover, or, well, I guess I've been, but it wasn't too bad. Like, it wasn't something that's like, I feel so bad. And I've never actually like had to throw up or anything. Thank goodness. And again, if you're like 18 years old or 19, you're going to a party, you know that you never, or if you have drunk before, you haven't really had much experience or much to drink. Why are you getting so wasted? Like, why are you drinking so much and then like vomiting all over the place? You have to kind of set up your own limit that you know you have to stop at. Or if you want to make the night longer, you should alter your drinks with like non-alcoholic drinks, or maybe take a break or eat. Also, one thing, you have to eat before you go drink. So what I'm trying to say is, when people call freshmen stupid, it's for a reason, and that the reason is what I'm saying to you right now. When you know that you have enough experience and you go and you get wasted and you do it every single time, what's your problem? Yeah, that's just, that's basically what I was gonna say. That's what I'm hearing every day. Oh my gosh, I got so drunk last night and it's like, I just threw up, and like, then I got Starbucks and like totally wasted. I can't hear this anymore. Totally not hateful, like totally like any sorority girls or anything. Like, I have friends in sororities myself. If this video helps you out with your drinking problems, okay, as I'm saying that, I realize how stupid it sounds. If you guys are over 21, I should have added that before. I am 18 myself, and drinking age in Russia is 18, so you should try going up the scale, and you'll see how easily it will work for you, in how you wouldn't feel too bad in the morning. So, and trust me, I do have a lot of experience. I guess that's why maybe I'm not interested in going to parties. I already had all of that fun back in Russia. It's just here, it's just not the same. I don't know, like, people just party weirdly. And all these drugs. Anyways, guys, this was my little kind of rant about freshmen. Yeah, it's just, if you're a freshman, just act more mature, don't drink too much, and be cool. I'm not saying that I'm cool or anything, but somehow all of my junior and senior friends thought I was a senior or junior myself, so go figure. Hope you guys like this video. If you have any questions or anything, shoot them in the comments below or in my ask.fm profile. I have a website that I launched like a month ago, but I'm still updating it. Link will be in the description. Yeah, so go Ducks, and I will see you in the next video. So, bye! This is my eye clicker, and it's like a ghetto eye clicker because everyone uses number 2, but I use number 1 because I got it from my host family for free, so I just thought,